Crowswood over here, which I have to do later on as well.
I like when Valen
sings. Got seasonal colors. Talk to her next.
Take pride in your work. Comrade, we have need of you. Will you fight by our side?
What did you have in mind?
The Guild has accepted an unusual contract. We've agreed to eradicate Daedric anchors when they drop from the sky. Wherever they appear, Molag Bal's minions soon follow.
What would you have me do?
As we speak, 2 of my guardians investigate rumored anchor sites. Merrick and Aleph are the best the Guild has to offer. Meet up with them in the hills west of Davin's Watch. You can proceed from there.
I'll see it done.
I know you'll change the river's course, comrade. They're investigating the wilds nearby, above the starved plains.
The contract you mentioned, who placed it?
A powerful benefactor. She hates that monsters can ruin the lives of everyday folk. Our benefactor has put gold behind her principles, and so we put our strength behind her cause.
Tell me about those Daedric anchors.
They are the tendrils of Coldharbour, reaching into Nirn. The minions of Molag Bal erect dark shrines in his honor, landing sites for these horrors. The coin this contract brings is good, and in this time of trouble, we need a focus.
A focus?
Yes, I am new to my role as Guildmaster. The death of my mentor, Yofnir Iceblade, has been hard on the Guild. He was well liked among the rank and file. I hope the river has carried his soul where it wanted to go.
Can you tell me more about Merrick?
He's a proud Redguard warrior, one of our best, and a follower of Stendarr. Merrick's full title is Resolute Warhorn. He's sworn to fight the spawn of Oblivion wherever they touch Tamriel.
And Aleph, who's she?
Proof that the Guild accepts all kinds. A Khajiit. She does as much damage with her wicked tongue as with her curved blade. Taciturn, rude sometimes, but a cunning fighter.
The contract you mentioned, who placed it?
A powerful benefactor.
Right.
She hates that monsters
How's the
can ruin
contract
the lives of
unusual?
everyday folk. The size of the task. Our benefactor has asked we call in every guildmate, from the lowest associate on up. Every member of the Fighters Guild has been tasked with ending this Daedric corruption.
Damn. Okay. So that's that one. Let me see what else we got. Is that it? Guess that's it for now. Looks like there's no other missions to accept at the moment.
I don't think we'll ever have peace in Cyrodiil.
Alright, wait. Before I move on, let me see. Let's see. I should find someone in the pack notes to report in. Where's this one at? That's really far out there. Okay. Not gonna do that right now. Talk to Abner Tharn, talk to Kasura. Crafting certification. Oh, there's a bunch of quests right there. Holy crap, so
I never
many
knew
quests.
that about niches. Have to
Always
try
a
that
pleasure,
next time I'm
Thar.
in the field.
Try not to lose those stones.
Damn.
Honor to you, Sarah. Welcome to the Magus Guild Hall. I realize that our presence here in the temple is unconventional, but I'm afraid that our former hall was raised just recently. One does what one must, yes? Have you come seeking membership?
The Mages Guild?
Yes, of course. We're lawkeepers across the face of Tamriel. Guild members seek out books, tomes, and ancient scrolls in their travels. Why don't you speak with me for a moment? Perhaps you'd like to join.
Let's talk about the Mages Guild.
It's a pleasure to speak with another knowledge seeker. Guildmaster Vanus will be pleased.
What can you tell me about the Mages Guild?
We're book hunters of a sort. We seek out new information, capture it in our libraries, and make copies for distribution across Tamriel. The Guild doesn't care about battlefields or boundaries, just knowledge and the acquisition of new tomes.
What do I get in return?
We provide training in unique spells and abilities only available to members, and from time to time projects crop up for those with an adventuresome spirit. You may end up working with the Guildmaster himself.
You mentioned a Guildmaster?
Vanus Galerion, one of the founding members of this august body, still holds the proud title of Guildmaster, overseeing every guild hall in Tamriel. He works with other ranking members such as Telleno, the Artificer, to ensure our future success.
You're not affiliated with the Ebonheart Pact?
We are neutral in the war between the three alliances. While many of us here in Davon's Watch hold true to the Dragon Banner, when we're on guild business we kneel to no king or queen. That's why you'll see members of every race in our halls.
I'm ready to join the Mages Guild.
Excellent. Welcome to the Mages Guild. I suggest you begin by talking to Velast, our mistress of Incunabula. She's in the stacks on the floor below, and often has tasks for new recruits. Good luck.
Alright. Got a lot of quests to grab here. Here he is. Alright.
At times I wonder if I should have remained a chef, rather than joined the Mages Guild. Perhaps I'd have served the Emperor. Served. A jest, you see? But I have no regrets. Mastery of 3 crafts is its own reward.
Want to know more about the crafts you certify?
Certainly. Please specify.
What do provisioners make?
Food and drink. Anything that warms the belly, reinvigorating body and mind. If you choose to learn this art, I will impart the culinary knowledge I acquired over the course of decades.
What does an alchemist make?
Potions of all kinds. The subtle art of mixing reagents can produce rather unsubtle effects.
And what can enchanters make?
Glyphs to empower weapons, armor, and jewelry with magical properties. I can teach you how to wreath your axe with flames, or give cloth robes the strength of iron.
Okay.
Good. We should begin while things are busy for neither of us. There is much more I can teach you. What else do you hope to learn from me?
Okay, from now, leave that alone.
Over here! We have much to discuss, you and I.
Interview with a spider cultist. Oh damn, this is long. The cult of the spiders is an outlawed form of worship honoring the Daedric Prince Molag, more properly known as the Anticipation of Vivek. Notoriously secretive, the cult's methodologies and practices have been largely a mystery to those outside its embrace until now. My research into the cult's existence has permitted me a unique opportunity, a private interview with one of its members. So tell me, how did you come to be a member of the spider cult? As its cultist, as is with all things, the weaving of her web led me into the spinner's embrace. You mean Mafala herself recruited you? Cultist, is the fly recruited into the spider's web? No, I could as much avoid this fate as avoid my own mortality. Interesting. Let's talk about your fellow enthusiasts for a moment. What can you tell me about the other members of your cult? Cultists, I can't share their names, but I could tell you what they do. We have a leader called the Widow. She gives us our purpose and communes with the spinner herself. Sometimes these purposes require a killing. Such responsibilities fall to our Death Weavers, who carry out the act in accordance with the spinner's will. The rest of us are labeled scuttlers, as we hurry along more discreet paths to weave our master's webs. Fascinating. Have you ever killed anyone in the name of your master? Cultist, not yet. Is there any truth to the claim that spider cults are little more than debauched orgy clubs? Cultist, there is some truth to that, yes. Oh, would you care to elaborate? Cultist, seduction and copulation are powerful tools. Often induction into the cult requires a member to engage in such activities with the widow or designee. Some webs are more zealous about this practice than others. I see. How exactly would a prospective member apply? Cultist, is this for your research? Naturally. Cultist, how unfortunate. I could share that information with you, but only if you are actually going to join us. Ah, well, that's not out of the question. Perhaps this is all part of Mephal's plan, eh? Caught in her web, as it were. Cultist, I believe this interview is over. That's funny. Who's this freaking guy?
Finally! I was beginning to think you'd never show up here.
Huh?
Glad to see that my calculations and speculations proved correct. I assumed you'd eventually show up here, and as usual, the Great Mage was right. Now, come closer. We have much to discuss, you and I.
What do you want to talk to me about?
I recently received a message that was apparently meant for you, from an oracle. It came to me in a most unsettling manner. Anyway, I determined the chances of meeting you here, and there you are. Saves me the trouble of crafting a message stone.
Tell me about this message.
Well, I was about to portal to Alinor for a proper meal, but since you're here now, we might as well discuss that message. It came from Mariv, an oracle of the weird. I usually avoid soothsayers, but Mariv possesses a genuine talent.
And this oracle mentioned me by name?
Down to the last syllable. Her predictions are open to interpretation, but what she said made me uneasy. A web of trouble. The island that went away, 3 dark princes, and your name. After that, she stopped responding to my projections.
What does all that mean?
It means you need to find the oracle and make sure she's all right. I enchanted a small boat to take you to an isolated part of Bankarai, near her last known location. And take this medallion of summoning. Use it to call upon me if the need arises.
I'll go and check out on Oracle Mariev.
As it so happens, the Great Mage knows a great deal about a great many things. What else can I tell you before you go?
Why did the Oracle's message make you uneasy?
Uneasy? I don't believe that's the word I used. Nevertheless, her prophetic verses tend to be loquacious and hauntingly beautiful. This one was terse. It mentioned trouble of some sort, a vanishing island and dark princes, probably Daedra.
So what do those things mean?
Well, trouble could mean almost anything, though nothing good. The island could refer to Artaeum, the home of the Sigic Order. It disappeared more than 300 years ago. And I have heard rumors about some sort of Daedric alliance.
Why does she specifically mention me?
You'll have to take that up with the Oracle. I suppose you figured into her vision, or whatever it is that spawns her prognostications. If this message came from anyone else, I'd say it was some sort of ruse. Mariv, however, is the genuine article.
Tell me more about Oracle Mariev.
Oracle Mariv belongs to the Weird, a sisterhood of witches that revere the natural world. Mariv started receiving visions at a young age. Over the years, she has provided the Mages Guild and the Sigic Order with warnings we could act upon.
What kind of warnings?
The usual sorts of dire predictions. Most recently, Mari foresaw the deaths of Kings Fulbert and Tamlian. She has an unusual knack, an ability to see into other realms as well as into possible futures. Makes her useful to the Sigic Order.
If you think the Oracle is in danger, why didn't you bring her here?
Believe me, I tried. Mariv has always been a loner, even more so than her fellow Wirises. She said she had more to do and that you would come to save her. So get to it! Go save the Oracle! Then get her to tell you more about her vision.
What does an enchanted boat do exactly?
Surely you can puzzle that one out on your own. It will take you exactly where I told it to go. But the magic isn't permanent. Best get a move on. You don't want to be on that tiny boat in the middle of the ocean when the spell wears off.
Hang on, I don't want to do this right now. Wait, do I have to like...
You might... As it so happens... Surely you can... Give you the... What? Do you think I have a boat in my pocket? That it folds up and fits in your backpack? Ridiculous! It's nearby on the docks. I'll mark the location on your map.
That's funny. What do I have to do? What do I do with the Medallion of Summoning again?
I did get the name the Oracle provided me with right, didn't I? I've magicked the medallion so that you can use it to call me to your location, provided the need is great and I'm not otherwise occupied. Be sure to save it for a special occasion.
Okay. Cool. What's this? House Ravenwatch contract. To any able and willing adventurers, House Ravenwatch seeks brave adventurers to investigate a possible threat invading our lands. We need assistance to look into the resurgence of the Grey Host. If you want to combat this threat or simply earn a handsome reward, find Gwendis, Agent of the Ravenwatch, outside of Volkilgard, Davin's Watch, or Daggerfall. Okay. Then there's 2 more. Let me get these freaking crafting rates. Let me get one.
There is much more I can teach you. What else do you hope to learn from me?
Let's do the provisioning certification.
A provisioner condenses the essence of ingredients into food or drink. A true artist balances palate with nutrition. I can share this noble profession, but I can only certify one craft at a time. Understood?
I want to be certified as a provisioner.
Provisioning is a rewarding yet grueling profession. Gruel, you see. I am capable of levity, on occasion.
This freaking guy.
First, you'll need a recipe and some ingredients. Then you shall roast a pig.
Haha, you'll certify me if I roast a pig?
Yes, I hope you don't think it beneath you. As bards learn lyrics before singing them, provisioners must work from recipes. A recipe specifies volume, proportion, and preparation time. Understanding these principles is key.
Very well, where should I find a recipe?
I keep an old rival's recipe nearby. Go, find and memorize it. Return to me when you have done so.
Where else can I find recipes?
Provisioners are quite secretive, but all is fair in brews and stews. Some provisioners hide recipes in old drawers or shelves, thinking themselves clever. Better to memorize the recipe. Then others cannot possibly learn your secrets.
Is there anywhere I can purchase recipes?
Should coin be of no issue to you, guilds often sell such items in their guild stores. You may also trade with an ally if they have any excess.
Alright, and then there's a couple more down here. What's this? Order the Eye Dispatch. To the Archmage on Eyevia, I pray that this letter reaches you soon, Master. My fellow scryers and I have made a shocking discovery. Whether it proves to be a boon or a catastrophe remains to be seen. Alas, we do not wield sufficient power to act on our findings. This matter may be beyond the ken of even the greatest wizards of our age. I humbly beseech you, meet me at the Mages Guild Hall in Mournhold as soon as possible. I will tell you everything when you arrive. Yours in the sight of Sarah Bane, Dawson Scaldier, Associate Scryer of the Order of the Eye. Okay.
I'll have his heart.
We got this guy Velda Mundoran. And we got Velaste.
Yes, that's just... Well met, Adept. I believe I may have a task for you.
What can I do for you?
New members are the lifeblood of the Mages Guild, especially for retrieval missions. I've received word about a possible store of ancient knowledge in a ruin nearby. I'd like you to retrieve it for me.
Ah, this is where, okay. Where is this?
West of here, on the coast near Ash Mountain, lies a Dwemer ruin, the Inner Sea Armature. If
I knew
you
it.
please, investigate the ruin and bring back any interesting books you can find.
I'll return as soon as I can.
The Inner Sea Armature is a dangerous place. Tread carefully, Adept.
What is your role in the Mages Guild?
I am the master of Incunabula, the keeper of tomes. I've come here to inspect the local Arcaneum, the guild's library. I've dedicated my life to expanding our guild's knowledge. Standards must be kept.
How did you learn about these books?
We have ears everywhere, Adept. An intelligence report fell into my hands that mentioned these tomes.
I thought the guild was neutral in the war.
We are neutral in the war for Cyrodiil, and proud of it. That doesn't mean we don't take an interest when the hidden armigers notice something.
Hidden armigers?
The intelligence arm of the Ebonheart Pact. Rumor is that there used to be an alchemy group from within House Telvanni who jumped ship.
Now they answer to King Yoren personally, and the Aide only knows what they get up to.
What's in these books?
I don't know. It's always a delicious mystery cracking open a book for the first time. They could be anything from ancient recipes for stew to high arcana, even racy journals penned by elven poets.
Alright. And then last one. From this guy. How many freaking quests do I have now? 17 out of 25. Okay. Gonna try not to get too many.
Stranger, I'm bold to ask, but have you met a man named Denthis Ramori in the neighborhood?
No, I haven't.
My worthless apprentice. He stole one of my spell books. Unfortunately for him, I am no fool. That book is protected by a ward invoking, Arche or Akatosh. I imagine he regrets taking that book now.
Why tell me this?
Why? I want my spell book back, and I want to flay him alive. You can search for him, or his brother might know where he is. Dethys favors the tavern nearby. Oh, and please, don't mention the flaying.
I'll find your apprentice. Alright, so looks like that's it for all the quests in here. Let me get out. What does this? Oh, it's for the recipe and stuff. Do all that.